Tēnā koutou katoa, ko Alice Shopland tōku ingoa. Welcome everybody. My name is Alice Shopland and I'm the founder of Angel Food. Thank you all very much for coming along tonight to help us celebrate the launch of our equity crowdfunding campaign. So I have some thank yous. Firstly to NZTE for letting us use this beautiful venue with the amazing view, and for their ongoing support for what we're doing at Angel Food. Also to Pledgme, thank you for having a wonderful setup that enables us to engage with our crowd in this way. The system is very much appreciated. I want to thank our staff, many of whom are here tonight. Those are some of our staff. You're all fab and you're all very much appreciated. You're individually fab, but as a team you're even better. And I feel very lucky to be working with each of you. And specifically, thank you Pia for all this wonderful food on the table. Pia in conjunction with Gorilla Kitchen, which is an amazing cafe on Simon Street, which you should try if you haven't yet. So I started Angel Food in 2006. I had been vegan for 2 years at that stage, and I was totally enamoured of what a positive difference veganism could make in terms of personal health and environmental impact, and especially for the animals in the animal agriculture system. And it was the animals aspect that motivated me initially to go vegan. A few years ago, Colin and I were driving through the Waikato, and I caught a glimpse of a scene that is burned into my memory, which is there were some very young calves being loaded onto a trailer with cage sides, and there was a cow who had clearly just given birth because she still had the afterbirth hanging out of her, and there was her newborn calf on the ground next to her, and she wasn't looking at her calf, she was watching the other calves being loaded onto the trailer. And it's heartbreaking and it doesn't need to happen. And I am a very positive person, and that's why I launched Angel Food, because I want to make products available that make it easier for people to not eat dairy products. And that's working. We regularly hear from people that our products make all the difference to them, and the other day our 5-year-old grandson was staying with us. So at home he has dairy, and our house is a vegan household. So when he asked for cheese sauce on his pasta for dinner, he was expecting the dairy cheese sauce that he would have at home. So Colin made him vegan cheese sauce using Angel Food cheese sauce mix, and Orion just ate it up, no problem. And 5-year-olds are very serious food critics if something is not up to their expectations, so he wasn't just being nice. The other day I got an email from a woman, and she mentioned that she was vegan, her partner is not vegan, and loved dairy cheese, but that recently he had decided he didn't need to eat dairy cheese anymore. He was happy to eat Angel Food cheese instead. So, yes. So those things happen regularly, and they're just reminders of the impact that we're having with what we're doing, which is really good on the difficult days when things aren't going right. It's good to know that you are doing something that has a really positive impact. So we make cheese alternatives, and the reason we focus on those is because cheese is delicious. And it's also in many of the favourite foods that a lot of us grew up with. I used to come home from school and have a cheese and Marmite sandwich, which was no bread, just 2 slabs of cheddar with Marmite in the middle. So good. So I understand the deliciousness of cheese. And I figured that if we can make products that help people maintain their familiar food patterns and food rituals with their family and friends, just make it dairy-free instead of dairy, all good. So this is our second crowdfunding campaign. We did the first one in 2015, and we raised $150,000. And some of the people who pledged then are in the room today, and I want to extend a special thank you and a special welcome to those people, because that $150,000 made the world of difference to Angel Food. It was a springboard for everything we've achieved in the last few years, and we have achieved a lot. We have multiplied our distribution fourfold and our turnover tenfold. We've completely overhauled our branding. We've gotten into almost every Countdown store in the country. We now supply Domino's as well as Hell Pizza and Mad Mix. We have launched new products, and we have lots more products partway through the development process. We've started supplying our products as ingredients for manufacturers who are making products of their own. So, for example, vegan ready meals, and that's a growing area for us. And we've invested heavily in staff. Angel Food has really grown up since 2015, when it was an entrepreneur-led passion project. Now we have 8 staff in our Auckland office and development kitchen. And it's gone from an entrepreneurial business to a solid small business. And our most recent hire was our general manager, Leonard Mead. Hand up, Leonard. So hiring a general manager was a big grown-up moment for Angel Food, because, partly because Leonard brings a wealth of experience in food businesses in New Zealand and internationally, and also because it enabled me to step away from the day-to-day decision-making in the office and focus on long-term strategy. So that's what we've achieved, essentially, with what we did in our 2015 Pledgme round. It's been massive growth. It's been quite exhausting, and I believe the growth in the next few years will equal that. And the funds we raise in this current equity crowdfunding campaign will be the springboard for the next few years. So we intend to grow. We're going to spend the money on sales and marketing resources, on product development, and on export research. So we are very serious about growing and about giving our shareholders a reasonable return on their money, but it's not growth at any cost. We will not compromise our vegan principles, certainly. We will remain good employers. We will continue to pay the living wage. We will consider to do our best for the environment in terms of our ingredients and the packaging options available to us. So, in summary, if you want to invest in Angel Food, which we would love you to do, I hope you feel secure in the knowledge that you're investing in something that's financially viable, but also morally viable and sustainable. And that's it from me.